Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the National Intel Report. I'm your host, John Stadtmiller. We're with you live from the studios of Republic Broadcasting Network on this Tuesday, 10th of February, 2009. I wanted to say 8, or take me back to another year. Well, you fine folks out there will be joined by Robbie Noel in just a couple of minutes, along with Bob Chapman of the International Forecaster. And just in case you guys might have missed it today, the abomination is in full swing. We got our stimulus package, $36 billion, but they're not counting the juice. Imagine, ladies and gentlemen, the juice, the usury, the interest out of people that print money out of nothing. Imagine what these trillions of dollars is going to cost us in interest. Do you think the banks are going to go, you know, you've helped us out, we're going to help you out? Don't think that's going to happen. I was watching Obama yesterday in Elkhart, Indiana. Watched him today down in Fort Myers, where ironically my wife was born and raised. Well, actually raised, not born. And the housing down there, they got unemployment rate better than 15%. I don't know why Obama doesn't go to Detroit. He'd have a lot of support there. Everybody was looking for a handout, a bailout, save my job, save the auto companies, save everything, save for the fact that government can't save anything. What keeps this engine running, ladies and gentlemen, is a free market system with the credit units, the ones and the zeros. As David Icke, I played that clip for you yesterday, said these are all computer generated. So why don't we have the banks loaning money? And this leads into another problem. With all the fine folks out there maxed out to their eyeballs in credit card debt, mortgages, car payments, you name it. Houston, we have a problem. And it very well may be, and I want to talk to Robbie and Bob when we get back from this break, it very well may be that even the 3 million jobs that Mr. Obama said that he's going to create, before those jobs are able to be created, there may be double or triple that on unemployment. But don't worry, we got $50 billion, I think, in the stimulus package for extended unemployment benefits. Extending how far? Folks, when you have millions of people out of work, $50 billion is not going to go that far. So we have a quandary here. Houston, we have a major problem. And nary one of these people have made mention of the fact that we think we should revisit doing business with these bankers is such a hot idea. And as David Icke suggested, what does it matter if the government prints the money? Well, here's the difference between the private for-profit corporation, the private Federal Reserve, versus, say, a government printed money. Well, that government printed money would be loaned into circulation at zero interest. So the cars and the homes and all that stuff that you would be buying wouldn't carry any interest, folks. We have been robbed, repeatedly assaulted over the last 100 years through this usury system. And now we're going back to the very same people that helped get us in this problem. We'll be back with Robbie and Bob right after this.
Get ready for Real Talk Radio. You're listening to the National Intel Report with your host, John Stadtmiller.
It is indeed, ladies and gentlemen, a blackened Tuesday. Generally, things happen. Why is it that it picks Tuesday to crash or whatever else? The stimulus package voted on by the Congress today. The Senate, in particular, I think the vote was 61 to 39. Does that add up to 100? Yes, it does. So Joe Lieberman yesterday was smiling and about the fact that, well, it looks like we got enough votes to pass this thing. Well, evidently they did. And pass it they did. So everything is going to be hunky-dory. Bob Chapman, Robbie Noel, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Robbie, are you there?
Yes, I always let age before beauty.
Oh, thank you.
Understood. Gentlemen, this is supposed to be a banner day for Wall Street. Why is the stock market down 381 points?
Go, Robbie, go.
More sellers than buyers.
Ah, such an intellect.
Oh,
you know what happened? They looked at these bozos. First of all, I had a softball interview for Geithler early on CNBC, and then Bernanke came on, and Ron Paul and Maxine Waters ripped them apart. And then Geithler came on in the Senate hearing, and they did a number on him, but that's after the market was off 300. And they tried to rally it about an hour before the close, taking it back from a minus like 395 to a minus 320, and it went right back down again to over 400, and ended the day off 382 points. And the S&P was off 385 equivalent, and NASDAQ 401 equivalent, so it was a pretty bad day all around. One of the two worst days this year. They have lost their credibility. There is no trust left on Wall Street, and never mind the public.
Well, that's,
and
yeah.
We're looking here at a test of around 76 to 7,200, and it may hold, it probably will, but it's going lower. It may not hold, we'll see. But people are very, very unhappy, both on Wall Street as well as the public, on the second half of the TARP, and also the stimulus package is not really pointed toward the public and those with problems, even though there are some bones in there. Most of it is going to the anointed ones.
Well, and of course, they're following the same old tired line, Bob and Robbie, that we have to get these toxic assets off of our books in order we can straighten everything around and then once again loosen up credit to make available to the people. This has been the mantra all along. Nothing has changed, except they're already hinting at the fact that they may need more money yet, of which, Bob, you said, who knows? It could go up to $15, $20 trillion. Who knows? And obviously, who cares in Washington, D.C.? They got a problem, and they're going to fix it. And they're going to fix it on the backs of the American people. And the ability, and here's the other quandary about this. Government's going to fix the problem by telling the Fed, okay, print up all this money, this is what we need. And then we're going to jumpstart an economy that is dying. And then we're going to continue to take revenues, and we're going to have tax bases somewhat diminished. But we're going to muddle through all of this, gentlemen, and we're going to be okay. And now we could have done the easy thing. I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, especially the people that are unemployed right now. But congratulations, Barack Obama is not going to save your day. You might be able to get some unemployment extension, a job. Don't look for it. Because with the unemployment numbers I'm looking at, gentlemen, and Paul Craig Roberts just did a story here, and he updated. He said, wait a minute here. The January payroll job figures reveal that last month, 20,000 Americans a day were losing their jobs. In addition, the December job losses were revised up by 53,000 jobs, from 524,000 to 577. The revision brings the 2-month total job loss to 1,175,000. If this keeps up, Obama's promised 3 million new jobs will be wiped out by job losses even before one job is created, if it is created. And here's the interesting thing, gentlemen. John Williams, statistician for shadowstats.com reports that this huge number is an understatement. Williams notes that built-in biases and seasonal adjustment factors caused 118,000 underestimated or understatement of January job losses, bringing the actual job loss to 716,000 jobs in January alone. Now, gentlemen, we keep up with this pace, and nothing is going to change. There's nothing in the stimulus package. There's not going to be money injected anywhere. There's not going to be jobs created. If this keeps up at this present rate, we may see 7 to 10 million people unemployed in this country inside of 1 year.